So we're all still anxiously awaiting the news of whether or not Delaware's own Joe Biden will be running for president. It's been a really slow boil to this point in the year, and we still don't know, but we have to give you your Joe Biden update. People think he's about to, but that's what they always say. He's about to run, he's about to run. Right now, I think there's about 236 people running.
For the Democratic Party.
Yeah, so it's going to be a... that said, we do want to give you a little more Joe Biden information. And this is about the R in Joseph R. Biden. So what do you think the R stands for?
Well, it's been a big thing, you know, and I know it's his middle name, but I heard it one time. I think it was Robin.
It's Robinette.
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 Yeah, it's Robinette.
Robinette.
So the real question is, what's a more politically damaging middle name to have? Robinette or Hussein?
Do you think that can damage Robinette? It's.
I think it's problematic, but look.
But it got to be a good story.
There's some story behind it.
Okay, yeah.
Joe Biden talked about this on C-SPAN 12 years ago.
Okay.
And we've got the clip for you. Right. Here it is.
Senator Joe Biden, middle name is Robinette. Where does that come from?
It's my grandmother Biden's maiden name. It's French, and it goes back a long, long way. Allegedly, the Robinettes came over with Lafayette and never went home. I don't know that. I can't guarantee that, but it goes back a long way in Maryland.
Okay, all right. So here's why I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Okay, all right.
Because he and I think this was a really smart move by Joe Biden. He's a smart politician.
Right.
So for him to reference Lafayette.
Right.
So when you see Robinette next to the name Lafayette, and Lafayette's kind of a badass name.
Yeah.
Right. The Marquis de Lafayette.
Right.
And so then when you see Robinette next to Lafayette, you're like, oh, okay, it's just French. It's just like tough French. It's a tough French name. But it kind of sounds like. I
think it's killer. I think it's killer. I think it's killer just for the fact that he said, you know, they came and they never went. No, they never left, right? So he came from Pennsylvania and he came to Delaware and he never left.
Well, you know what it is though? When you throw "et" on the end of something, it kind of it's like it makes it female in many cases, right? People use "et," right?
Unless it's French.
I'm trying not to be
right.
Like so then and then the name Robin is already pretty. I mean, look, there are male Robins,
I'm with
but
you.
It's already pretty female. So it's sort of like, it's just a weird name, a middle name for a boy.
It's different.
A weird name for a middle,
It's different. It's different. It's like a black guy by the name of Ivan.
That's not different.
Come on now. Yes, it is.
It is?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a Russian name, number one.
Okay.
Right? And I remember, you know, I went to Ursuline Academy.
You did?
Yeah, to third grade. Then the guys.
I thought that was a girl's.
To third grade.
Oh,
and then you leave and you go to the all-boys school, right? So I remember that, and I remember, you know, they was like Ivan, they was looking for this white guy, and I'm like, no, little black guy over here, little black kid. Right. But no, Robinette, I think is a killer name.
What's your middle name?
Christopher.
Oh, okay, that's pretty standard.
What's yours?
It's Hart.
Hart.
H-A-R-T.
I dig it.
It's a family name, kind of like Joe Biden's.
Yeah.
You know, this is named after his grandma's maiden name. Hart was my great grandma's middle name. Mm-hmm. But anyway, look, the reality is, Barack Obama's middle name was Hussein.
Right.
That's problematic.
That was problematic.
But you know what's weird?
What?
It seems like every Democrat who's got something going on has a weird name.
Yeah.
Like, why is that? Now they've got this guy who's going on talk shows. His name is Buttigieg. Is his name Buttigieg? But it's like, why is his name Buttigieg?
Buttigieg. I think as long as
Anthony Weiner, not to bring him up, but then you got
rest in peace.
Beto O'Rourke, and it's like Beto. Nobody knows how to say it. Yeah. It's like, come on, can we just have like a regular name? And Joe Biden's a great name.
Joe Biden's a great name. I think if you got
Joe Biden wins on name alone, except just leave out 10
points. As long as you got a killer story. And that it relates to like family or someone coming over and never leaving, I think that it's just you win. You know, but you just can't have a name out there floating and it means absolutely nothing.
The Robinettes came over with the Lafayettes. When you hear the name Robinette, just picture like a French swordsman,
badass
coming
swordsman.
to to vanquish the English. with the new American colonials and, start a new nation. Think about that when you hear the name Robinette.
The Wilmington Show.
All right.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any positive stories that Zach and myself need to talk about, be sure to submit it at stories.wilmington.love.